Emancipation Proclamation in the 1963. Next.
Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves.
So how many years ago?
100 years ago.
100 years ago, referred to a very, it's a historical event. Something happened in the past.
Let's review this part. Ask a question state on unusual fact and give illustration, example, or story. Present attention, and final is refer to a historical event. This is my part. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Li Ting. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Li Ting, very much. And next speaker is Wen Jun. She is responsible for Attention Gator Part 2. Let's welcome Wen Jun.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Wen Jun. I will continue Li Ting's part. My part is tell a joke, use a gimmick, point to common relationships, beliefs, interests, and opinions. Refer to occasion, purpose of the meeting, audience, a local event, or some other part of the program. Compliment the audience. Point out the importance of the subject to the audience. And the first part, tell a joke. Don't be the speaker who tells a joke that doesn't relevant to your subject. A joke should be directly about your speech.
Long joke again.
Well, it's show time. Attention please. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is how it is. Wonderful!
Yeah, good example. You have to decide appropriate attention getter, a suitable joke. And Robert B. Radcliffe said, if there's any question about whether to use that joke, then there's no question. Don't use it. Next. Use a gimmick. Gimmick are good openings, usually visual. For example, start a controlled fire on a speech about safety, or tear a bill on banking speech, etc. But there are some disadvantages, like start a controlled fire. It may cause the audience concern and concentration. Tear a bill, illegal. Think twice before you do this.
Okay, just hold on. Okay, gimmick. Would you please explain the gimmick? What is gimmick?
Gimmicks is you using something special to get the audience attention.
To impress people. Okay, so maybe in Chinese we can say
花招
Hua Zhao or
噱頭
yes. Okay, so some is one of the students in other class did a very good gimmick in her presentation. Are you gonna show us?
Yeah, later. But not all the gimmicks are dangerous or illegal. I got a good example for you. It's not only get the audience attention, but also safe and legal.
Do you like music? Do you love music? Yes! Welcome back to KTV.
One gimmick. 加分，一直来加分。Okay, that's gimmick.
Next, point to common relationships, beliefs, interests, or opinions. The opening is appropriate when you and your audience are in strongly disagreement. The advantage is you can get agreement with your audience in a few related points, but the disadvantage is it may not be a strong grabber to get the audience attention, or the audience cannot agree with your point. But I got a successful example for you. The speaker is Christopher Reeve, who was the actor as a Superman. He used the skill to point common relationships. Let's take a look.
Last few years, we've heard a lot about something called family values. And like many of you, I've struggled to figure out what that means. And since my accident, I've found a definition that seems to make sense. I think it means that we're all family and that we all have value.
Next, refer to occasion, purpose of the meeting, audience, local event, or some other part of the program. If you want to use this kind of opening, you have to know the latest news, local celebrations, or upcoming events such as shows or fairs. I got 2 videos. All of the speakers use this kind of skill. One of the speakers is Bill Gates, who got a speech on Harvard, which is his alma mater, and another one is Vivian Lee's speech.
You know Jay? Jay is my friend. Oh, through the newspaper. I ever told him about me and Jolie. Okay, I can learn all the secrets. Let's go through today's key subject.
It was a phenomenal experience for me. Academic life was fascinating. I used to sit in.
I
on lots
used
of
to
classes
sit in.
that I hadn't
I
even
used
signed up
to
for.
refer to the occasion. Okay, I used to sit in other classes, 曾经旁听, and he was not taking those classes, so he was referring to the occasion. Good example. Go on.
Next, compliment the audience. I'll invite the speaker, Yu to give us a good example.
Compliment. Okay.
Today everybody looks so good, so excellent, so nice. All of you are concentrating on our speech. And you are a pretty girl, handsome man.
Okay, stop. The best situation to use this kind of opening is the compliment is indeed sincerely due. For example, if your audience got a successful work, awarded many prizes, or even appear on magazine or books or TV, and then, of course, complimenting the audience is good and effective for your speech. Next. Thank you, Yiru.
Of the making, go to the previous point. Go to the previous point. You say make a compliment. So what is compliment, Wujun?
Say something good to the audience.
Directly say something good directly to the audience. For example, some singer go on this concert say, "You are the best audience I have had." All right, and you are the best. You guys are good. I love you so much. Compliment. Say something good to the audience. Go on.
And the final one. Point to the importance of the subject to the audience. It's not good just tell the audience something is important. It's probably either not so important or the audience have already know that. And you'd better show the audience the importance of the subject with other technique like tell a story. I've got 2 good examples for you.
Good example? Okay.
Since the global warming is getting more and more serious, energy conservation and the carbon reduction become the most important issue nowadays. Therefore, cycling becomes the hottest fashion this year.
Recently, I have seen a lot of accidents happen in front of me, just like this picture. I started to think why those people just can't take more care of. Now I'm going to mention 3 main points. The first is cautious.
But the following are bad examples. The 2 speakers in the video just speak out the importance of the subject. That's very bad. And look at the video.
So bad examples?
My dear teacher. And what is success? Success means different things for different people.
Today, here